What's up, Eastern Oregon? This is Dodgy with EOAlive Sports, and this is the final guest in the little softball series that I'm doing. I like to do groups of players from teams, and we'll get to her in a moment. First, let's get to the sponsor, Northwest Furniture and Mattress. The Daggett family, I say it all the time, they support everything that goes on in this community with the youth and with sports especially, and I appreciate them immensely. You can show your appreciation to them by going down to their store and buying furniture for your house. They just redid their mattress section. It looks amazing. Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Big red rocking chair on Elm off Adams in LeGrand. Now, my guest. She's the catcher. She didn't even come to EOU to be a catcher. She's just been instrumental in the team's success this year. She's Allie Baumgart. Here it is. Allie, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
Good. So let's start it off with, how did you end up at EOU?
It's kind of a weird story, actually. I'm a transfer from Lower Columbia. I played there for 2 years. I didn't really insert myself into the recruiting process at all for any of my collegiate athletic experience. I kind of just showed up, had people reach out to me and say, hey, we believe in you, we want you to be part of our program, et cetera, et cetera. Kind of just showed up for a visit, and that's just how it went. I showed up, I balled out, and they asked me if I wanted to play. So that's how I ended up here.
and is it different, like, compared to Kelso? Kelso's quite a bit bigger, right? Like probably 3 or 4 times bigger.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit bigger. I wouldn't say it's all that different, just because I'm also from a small town in Washington, so this really wasn't that big of a culture shock for me. It's pretty similar.
Let's go back to when you were younger. How did you get involved in softball in the first place?
My dad was a professional men's fast pitch player. That's how my parents met. So it's kind of just always been something I can fall back on. It always felt like something I was really good at, and something that I could channel my competitiveness into, for sure. It gave me so many stepping stones as a kid, and really helped me figure out who I am, for sure. So my parents got me into it. They were just like, hey, you want to play a little league summer ball or whatever? So I did, and then as I got a little older, I said, Mom and Dad, like, I want to know what it feels like to win. Like, I want to win. And so we started playing club ball, and years and years of development and getting better as a player and a person. That's kind of just how you end up here.
You can always tell, like, when a young person like you has a dad or a mom that was involved in softball, if the young person throws right-handed and hits left-handed.
Yeah.
Because it's like softball, like, it's not like baseball. Like, there's not slap hitting in baseball. There's not a huge advantage to hitting left-handed in baseball, but there is in softball.
Yeah,
it
huge.
really is. And a lot of dads, especially, they're like, my daughter is going to hit left-handed. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, even if she can't even see out of her right eye or left eye, you know what I mean? Like, but you can tell it's either that or Canadians. Canadians are all throw right-handed and hit left-handed, but that's because there's an advantage to be a left-handed stick in hockey. There definitely is.
I actually started out lefty, and then
Did you?
Yeah, I was pitching left-handed, like in little kid ball, and out of the blue, I started trying to catch everything with the other hand. So during the game break of the tournament we were playing, my parents went and bought me like
You're like, I'm right-handed now.
They went and bought me like a little Walmart glove, and then I just switched, and that's what stuck. So I could never swing from the right side. I look really stupid.
It's common in softball. I mean, you have 2 very uncommon people on your team.
Yes, we do.
two people that are opposite, that throw and catch left-handed and hit right-handed. That's weird.
Hope Burke.
Yes, and Emily. Yes, it's so weird. I've only ever seen, I think, one girl ever that threw left-handed and hit right-handed, and there's 2 on EOU. It's wild.
It's really weird.
It's very odd.
A lot of us lefties, me, Lexi, I think Liz is the same way. She might be lefty. Isabella, Bowerman, like
you
all of us.
throw right-handed.
All of us throw right-handed. Yeah. So it's really weird.
What about what's your walk-up songs?
Heart Part 6 by Kendrick Lamar and
That's
Man
day
Eater.
one.
Yeah, by John Oates.
Man Eater.
Yeah.
Why that one?
I just thought it was kind of groovy, kind of fun.
Funny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody seems to really vibe with it. Like,
I mean, it's popular.
the
It's like
catcher's
an
always
80s
like
song.
singing it. She's like, "This is sick." I'm like, "Thanks."
Yeah, it's not. But why the Kendrick Lamar song?
I really like Kendrick. I used Kendrick my sophomore year in college when I became an All-American. I just really like
Same
his
song
stuff.
or a different
No,
one?
different song. But I just really like how it emphasizes like that I'm very level in the head, very chill, and here to do my job and
Yeah.
wrap it up and call it good.
What's your go-to like music wise?
I'm an R&B guy for sure. I
R&B
love
guy?
I love R&B so much.
You just said I'm an R&B guy.
I listen to a lot of Mariah the Scientist, a lot of Kendrick.
So new hip hop and R&B.
Yeah, for sure. I do like some of the old stuff, but my
Like
boyfriend's
Usher,
more of the
like Usher,
yeah.
like old R&B.
Yeah.
I guess it's not. He's still around, so it's not really old. But I like some R&B.
Yeah.
I can get down. With it.
Also a big country music person. Was raised around a lot of it and a lot of like Nickelback, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, etc., all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like my era of music.
Yeah, Tom
pretty
Petty,
much.
huge on Tom Petty.
I was listening to Tom Petty this morning.
Oh yeah, I was raised around all of it.
Your parents are probably my age, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Your
my dad just turned 46.
I'm 46.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I have a daughter that's your age, so I would assume probably the same. It's crazy, like right now, like the music that was popular when I was your age is very popular right now.
Yeah.
It's weird how things work, like cyclically. It's crazy.
Everything comes back eventually.
What are you going to school for?
I'm going to school. I'm a psychology major.
Same as Lexi.
Yeah. She wants to be a cop. I want to go into therapy, maybe social work. I've really strongly been considering social work.
What kind of therapy? Like trauma, drug?
Drug therapy and
Like drug and alcohol?
cognitive behavioral therapy. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just, I had a lot of really good experiences with it, dealing with mental health, and I think mental health is really, really important.
It is.
And emphasizing that in young athletes and kind of getting people to recognize that it's okay and that, excuse me,
You're good.
asking for help is the hardest part kind of thing. And that's
Not
kind of
being embarrassed.
correct.
Is huge.
There's no stigma around it, and you're no less of a human being or less strong of a human being because you acknowledge maybe your coming shorts or your faults.
Yeah.
And I think it's really empowering to be able to say, yeah, like, I needed help, I got the help that I needed, and now I'm doing really great.
I wonder. Sometimes I wonder like what it would have been like if there was more doors open when I was your guys' age. Like, because nobody talked about anything, especially boys. We didn't talk about nothing. Like,
Boys can't cry. Boys
yeah,
can't
I mean,
cry.
in the late '90s, it was like there was no like you just deal with it. You know what I mean?
And my folks, like, I've had long conversation with my parents about these kinds of topics, and they said that I've really opened their eyes about a lot of this stuff, and that
because we didn't
originally
have it.
they saw there was a weakness. You get yourself into it, you can get yourself out of it, kind of thing, right?
Yep.
But they really started learning through me that not everything is that simple, and sometimes you do need help.
That's
and,
good.
You know, like, they're really accepting about everything, and have made me into a super emotionally intelligent and self-aware human being. And I think that there's nothing I'm more grateful for than being able to accept that, hey, maybe I'm not doing so well right now. Maybe I should talk to somebody, or, you know what I mean? Like, using my my support group that I've built around me, friends, family, coaches, school resources. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And I really appreciate that my parents have been able to make that adjustment.
I love that. That's awesome. Like I said, I wish that was the case when I was your age. It just really wasn't.
Me too.
It was like, oh, we just kind of, dealt with stuff. It's like, I mean, I had a problem with alcohol. I tell people, I have like 8 years sober, right? Like, I stopped drinking in 2018. But if I would have had like that kind of, exposure to that kind of stuff back when it all started, I probably would have been a little bit smarter about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But no, I was just like, hey.
Hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's move on. The softball team this year.
Yeah.
Give me one word that you would use to describe this team?
Electric, for sure.
That's the same thing that I think Hope said.
Hope said?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's the E for your Mounties thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it is. If I had to pick another one, since we won't go the same as Hope, flexible.
Flexible,
I
why?
would use flexible.
Why?
There's a lot of us here that are on the roster as utility players.
Yeah.
There's multiple people I can name that are very good in very specific situations, different spots. I think that people have been really patient, myself included, about things are going to work out. We're going to find a place. Everything will fall into place. But wherever you're being put at the time, like I was in the outfield for a couple innings before I got put behind the plate because they wanted to keep my stick in the lineup.
Yeah.
Just trusting our coaches that they're going to make the best decision possible. Wherever you get put, doesn't matter if you're hitting 1 or you're hitting 9 or you're DPing or et cetera, getting in there and doing your job wherever you're expected to do your job,
Yeah.
and everything will work out. People have been very, very flexible, moving positions and moving places in the lineup and not being selfish players. Like, we put a lot of bunts down, we move a lot of runners. Everyone has the same mentality, like get in, do your job, regardless of where you're being asked to
I
go.
think when it comes to this level, a top-rated NAIA program, as a coach, you don't recruit backups, right?
No.
You recruit starters.
Yeah.
That's all you're after. And so being flexible gets you playing time. You know what I
does.
mean? Because the coach isn't going out there saying, I need a backup second
Yeah,
baseman.
no.
No, I need to start. Like,
No.
come in here and take the job. And if you don't, then you better, figure out something else in order to play, right? And that's, I think that kind of, is standard for this level, like high level, any college high level softball program. But I have seen EOU in the past not be quite as flexible, like some of the. So it's a good transition, I think, myself. Like we're getting girls that are. We're like 3 deep with starters in a lot of spots, and you're like, okay, as a coach, you're like, yeah, but then sometimes that becomes hard as a coach too, because you got to try to keep everybody happy. So if they're flexible, then they get some, then it makes everything just so much smoother.
And I'm sure Coach Christian will tell you that it's difficult trying to put a lineup together.
Oh, I guarantee you it is. I
this
can
is
just see it for myself.
This is a very talented, flexible, very energetic group of girls, from freshman to senior to 5th year. And everybody, coming in day one, everybody was hungry, if you could tell.
You gotta be.
It wasn't a situation where you just walk in and, oh, here's my spot, I'm ready to go. That's not how it was. Every single person was fighting tooth and nail with each other for the opportunity to be out there.
That's where it starts, right there, for sure. You gotta. It's like, I like to liken it to any other sport. When I think about like competition, like inter-team competition. Like, I think it should just be cut through. Like, it's either you or me. Like, the reality of it is one of us is going to play.
One of us isn't.
And one of us isn't. Yeah. So either, I hate to say it like that, but at this level, that's how it is.
It is how it is. It's not easy. And you got to go out there and you got to earn it, for sure.
I agree, 100%. So, this year's team, the goals. Let's talk about goals. So I guess let's start with yours, and then we'll talk about what are the team goals. What are your personal goals? Like, what do you want out of the the second half of the season?
Coming into over the halfway point in this season, I'm feeling pretty great. I think the power numbers definitely could be up there a little bit more. I did make some adjustments, backed off the plate a little bit, got a little bit bigger of a bat, and I'm feeling really good. Some of my goals, I would like to go 2010, which was 20 bombs and 10 stolen bases. Unfortunately,
you got a long way to go. The stolen bases.
Get there, but I just want to keep hitting the ball as hard as I can, hit it where it's pitched. Continue to do everything I can for my team. Throw out as many girls as I can. Just go out there and give 100% every single time. And focusing a lot on being mentally tough because I am not playing infield anymore. I'm in a position where I'm touching the ball every single play. So I need my girls to know that if I'm solid back there, they can be solid out there.
Yeah, you got to be confident, and you have to exude it the whole time. Because we've talked a little bit off camera about the importance of catchers, and it's just if you haven't been a catcher and you haven't played like at this level, you don't understand. People don't understand how important it is to have a good catcher and somebody that knows what they're doing and that can exude confidence, because you're the field general. Like we talked about this.
Woody tells me that all the time.
You're the only one that can see the whole field. Everybody else has their back to somebody, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like even the outfielders, they can't even see the whole field. There's 15, 20 feet behind them, or 40 feet behind them. You can see all that. What about you personally? What's your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yeah, what's your go-to?
A box combo from Cane's.
Really?
With extra bread, no coleslaw.
Extra bread? Extra you're giving away the vegetables and adding bread.
I don't like vegetables very much.
I mean, I wouldn't have guessed that. A box combo from Cane's, so that's like chicken on the bone.
No, chicken tenders.
Oh, chicken tender. Do they have chicken? I don't think I've ever eaten at Cane's
It's
before.
so good, dude. It's so good.
I mean, I moved from California when I was 12. I went to college for 2 years down there. There was no Cane's down there where I lived. And then I don't know that we is there Cane's even in Oregon?
We have it in Oregon. We have it in, I think there's one in Portland.
Is there?
They're kind of
I've heard
around.
the sauce is really good.
So good. And I also really like In-N-Out.
Oh, In-N-Out. I mean, I'm from California originally, so I definitely had some In-N-Out before.
It's definitely, like, we have one in Ridgefield now going home, so every time I go home, that's where I stop.
The only problem is, like, the ones in Oregon and the ones that aren't established, the newer ones, the lines are ridiculous.
So long.
It's like, I don't like their fries. I like their burgers. I'm not going to go sit and wait in line for a half an hour for an In-N-Out burger. I mean, we have Five Guys here. We have Shake Shack. You know what I mean? Like I can get by on those. What about pineapple on pizza?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, I'm a no.
Absolutely not. Love 100%. Pineapple, love pizza. Don't love y'all together.
Same. I like pineapple warm, not warm, like room temperature or colder. Yeah. I can't do the Chinese food, like that sauce that has the pineapples in it. No. What about if you walk into a pizza shop, what do you order? Like what kind of pizza?
Ooh, probably a margarita. I really like basil, really like mozzarella.
Tomatoes?
Yeah. Really good to me.
No tomatoes for me. I don't eat ketchup. Every once in a while I'll eat red sauce, but usually it's white sauce on pizza.
Ooh, I really love a white sauce.
Like the garlicky, something about tomatoes, just the texture and then the acidity just kills me, dude. Like it hurt, like it gives me indigestion. So tomatoes and me do not get along. You know?
I only really like tomatoes that are either in sauce, like on pizza or whatever, or baked. Like when they get charred.
Raw, like
no. They have to be baked.
The raw tomatoes are the worst.
They're nasty. I'm good.
The texture is just horrible. Last question, and I'm gonna get you out of here. Pretend like I am a senior in high school, right? And Coach Christian says, "Allie, get Doddsy to come play softball at EOU." What are you gonna tell me?
The first thing I'm gonna tell you is that it's not gonna be easy, and that you need to know what you're signing up for, because every single person here is or was the best person on their club team, the best person on their high school team, some of the best people on their JUCOs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Doesn't matter where you come from.
Yeah.
But every single person comes in here with a mentality of wanting to win, wanting to play, and wanting to be the best. So if that's not something that you can see yourself pushing yourself to do, this isn't the place for you. Our coaches hold us, and our girls hold us, our captains and each other. We all hold each other to such a high standard that people who are not ready for that are not going to survive. We work very, very hard. Ever since day one, we came in here full throttle, for sure. The expectation was set out very, very clear, very in front of us. Yeah, if you're not willing to give it 110, 120%, 5 days a week, this just isn't the place for you. But if that is something that you're willing to do, this is one of the most flexible, welcoming, warm places that I have ever been, especially softball-wise. I've been a lot of places for softball and everything. But the coaches were really, really cool right from the jump, laid out a lot of expectations right in front of you, so it wasn't that mind game that college coaches love to play.
Yeah.
All the girls were really, really nice. There was offers like, hey, do you want to go on a coffee date? Like, let's get to know each other. Let's go up to the lake and go paddleboarding for the day. Like, we don't know each other. Kelly helped me move a couch into my house the day that we got here, and we didn't even know who she was. Like, I really like that the smaller the community, the tighter it feels like our relationships are.
Yeah.
And it feels like we have our program specifically has a very good relationship with our community, with a lot of businesses. Everybody knows Nicole. So,
I mean, she's a Hall of Famer.
yeah, like we're just, we've been put in positions to succeed for sure.
Awesome.
If you want to succeed and you're willing to work hard, then this is the place for you.
Love it. Eastern Oregon. She's EOU softball player, Allie Baumgart. I'm Dodgy. Allie, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Allie. Let's go. Keep hitting the ball and keep being that, presence on the field. I told people all along, catcher's like my favorite position by far. Not to play, but my favorite position to, I think it's the most important. There's no doubt about it. None of this is possible without Northwest Furniture and Mattress. It's that simple. They want to make you comfortable in your own home. Thank you for tuning in, Eastern Oregon. I appreciate you. I'm Dodsey, and I'm out.